Hello, you're welcome to yet another edition of IPMAN Today. For those of you just joining us for the first time, IPMAN Today is an advocacy program of IPMAN, and IPMAN is the acronym for the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria. Now, every week on IPMAN Today, we'll bring you how IPMAN is collaborating with the federal government and key stakeholders in the oil and gas sector to ensure successful policy implementation in the upstream and downstream sector of Nigeria's economy. Now, on today's IPMAN Today, I'm reaching you from the beautiful city of Kaduna, where the Northern Stakeholders Engagement Conference on CNG is taking place. IPMAN is here, well represented by the Vice President of IPMAN on behalf of the President, that is Alhaji Ahmed Fashola. I'm talking about the Vice President. He's standing in for the President of IPMAN. That is the only President of IPMAN, Alhaji Abubakar Megandi Gerima Shetima. On today's edition of IPMAN Today, we'll be bringing you sights and sounds from this event taking place in Kaduna. And right after that, we'll be listening to a conversation between myself and the Vice President of IPMAN, Alhaji Ahmed Fashola. Yes, what is in the mind of IPMAN concerning CNG? These and more you get to know after the sights and sounds. We'll move over to the main conversation. My name remains Afamokone. This is IPMAN Today. Remember, you're still watching NTA Network. Don't touch your remote. I'll be back after this short break.
We in the IPMAN, we believe in this initiative. We buy into it, and we are ready to support this program fully. When the subsidy was removed, it affects everybody, not only the consumers, but we the marketers. And I will tell you, before the removal of subsidy, the cost of a truck, 45,000 capacity of petrol, was between 7.3, 7.4. But today, as I'm talking to you, if you don't have 30 million, you will not be able to possess the same capacity. So it means it affects both the marketers and the consumers. So when the president come up with this alternative, we were so happy in IPMAN. And that's why we are here and we are fully in support of this program. I want to congratulate the president for coming up with this idea, and also congratulate the committee, the people in charge of this, the committee that driving this project. I want to congratulate you. You started very well. And I want to appeal that this sensitization should continue. The information is very key. When you look at the story of LPG in Nigeria, when it was introduced, I could remember as a young man when I rented my first apartment, the first rule my landlord gave me that I should not use gas. And unfortunately, I've been using gas during my schooling. I came in with my they call it camping gas, 3 kg. The man saw it and he gave me that instruction that he doesn't want gas in his house. It becomes a problem. But I engage his wife, educate his wife, how safe it is, how it's easy to use. In fact, I offer my gas for the wife to cook. And when the wife used the gas, he went to his husband and told the husband that, look at my pot, as clean as it is. My husband, please, I need this in my kitchen. So that is information and education. It's very key because people are skeptical about the CNG today. They are talking about safety and the availability of this product. And when you look at the value chain, people have been talking about the production, supply, training of personnel, availability of this energy. As we are sitting in this hall now, the question agitating the mind of most of us here, where can I get it? It's very key. And this is where the IPMAN comes in. And I want to announce to you, with the instruction from the National President, Alhaji Megandi Shetima, He said that to announce to this gathering and to the federal government and the committee driving this project that IPMAN is ready to offer the 150,000 outlets in Nigeria for this project. Having said that, I want to appeal to the federal government, because all said and done, if we have these gas, we have the substation and all that. If the outlet is not there, where people will go and start filling their cars, it will be difficult. So this is where we need support from federal government to drive this program home. We believe in it. But as I'm sitting down here today, it's capital intensive to put this thing in the filling stations. So I want to appeal to federal government to look at the leadership of IPMAN to partner with us in a way by making the fund available in reasonable terms and conditions. And we in IPMAN, we know ourselves, we know our members, we can guarantee them. We know those that will not default, because if people don't see signs that this is where I can fill my cars, they will feel reluctant to go and do conversion. So on this note, I want to stop here. Thank you very much.
The President in December 2023 also approved a series of policies, chief of which was a tax waiver for the sector, also delivering a duty exemption for CNG products to ensure that these products, when they land in Nigeria, they're cheaper for you and I. CNG buses, CNG assembly equipment, CNG refueling units can now come to Nigeria duty-free. And these are reasonable policies to deliver the gas future that we seek. Beyond this, we started working with the Nigerian regulatory authorities when it concerns the availability of gas. The Office of the Special Advisor Energy has been working with all the IOCs and independents to ensure we unlock gas resources. Because not only do we need to just have gas, we need to process it, we need to compress it, and then we need to distribute it. In the last 6 months, various policies, including a guideline framework to stimulate gas production in Nigeria, was delivered by the Office of the Special Advisor Energy. In addition to that, we work with the NMDPRA to deliver concessionary pricing for the CNG sector for autogas. I believe that deserves a round of applause. As a result of this, CNG autogas will now be going at significant discount to CNG that is provided for power and for industries. This will ensure that at the gas tank, once these vehicles are available, both tricycles and auto vehicles, once your cars are getting converted, you can transport much cheaper than going on diesel and PMS. Now you're welcome to the segment we call The Verdict. I'm here today with the Vice President of IPMAN and the National Secretary of IPMAN. We'll be talking about this event and what IPMAN's role is. Mr. Vice President, sir, you're welcome to IPMAN today, The Verdict.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And Mr. National Secretary, sir, you're welcome also.
Thank you so much.
Okay, let me begin with Mr. Vice, sir. Let's talk about IPMAN's role in this CNG. What do you perceive to be IPMAN's role in ensuring that this CNG is an enormous success, sir?
Well, our role is so significant that nobody can just ignore it, because when you look at the role that IPMAN is going to play, the question now people will be asking, they are talking about CNG, establishing of substation and all that, training of personnel and all that. The question is, where are they going to get it? Where are they going to feed their car? So that is where the IPMAN comes in. And we understand the role that we are going to play, and we are ready to do that. That's why I said in the hall there that IPMAN have decided to offer 150,000 outlets for this project. to drive this project because we believe in it. We believe in it. It's good to go. It's the best way to go. Because as I said, the removal of subsidy affected everybody, not only the consumer, even the marketers. It affects everybody. So it's a good alternative, and I want to congratulate the president for coming up with this solution. You know, when there's a problem, that's where you know the leader. When there's a problem, you find solution to it. And we are ready to support this project fully as an association.
Okay, sir. Now, in what ways do you think will be the challenge? What will be the major challenges that IPMAN will face in transitioning to CNG, sir?
Well, I must be realistic. I said it. It's the fund. Federal government need to assist independent marketers in this project, because when you look at immediately they remove the subsidy on petrol. The petrol that we used to buy at 7.37 went as far as 30 million today, and you can see the effect on the marketers today. Everybody is suffering it. So it's a good to go, but I want to appeal to federal government to help us to help them to drive this project by making funds available at a time and condition that is reasonable through Central Bank of Nigeria. You know, today we have Bank of Agriculture, we have Bank of Industry. There's nothing stop them establishing Bank of Oil and Gas. They will speak our language, they will understand where we are coming from, and it will be better for us.
Mr. Vice President believes nothing stops the federal government from having the Bank of Oil and Gas. Mr. National Secretary, sir, is IPMAN ready for CNG, sir?
Sure. Even the National Vice President said it all. The intention of the President of IPMAN, Alhaji Abubakar Megandi Shetima, is to carry IPMAN to a certain level that everything we implemented. If you watch very well, if you go to any of the IPMAN filling station, we have something what we call the loop bay. It's one of the items, that is, these are the places the CNG will pick. So right from the word go, the moment the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, brought out this idea, IPMAN has already positioned herself, waiting for takeoff, because we are sanitizing our members and everybody is ready to receive the initiative so that we move forward.
National Secretary believes IPMAN is ready. The President, that is Alhaji Abubakar Megandi Gorima, the National President of IPMAN, has made it clear that IPMAN is ready to drive CNG. Mr. Vice, sir, what are your last words to IPMAN members, to the federal government concerning CNG in Nigeria, sir?
Well, I want to appeal to our members to key into this new registration that we are trying to bring up, because to drive this program is one of the requirements. They want to know our strength, they want to know our members, they want to know those that are genuine members. So if I don't know you, I may not be able to guarantee you. If I don't know you, I will not be able to recommend you. That's why it's very key. I want to appeal to IPMAN members not to waste time, start this registration in earnest, and make sure we conclude it on time so that we can have our database that will be present to federal government to benefit from this project.
This is IPMAN Today. We'll be right back after this short break. Okay, now you just heard from our Vice President Alhaji Ahmed Fashola on IPMAN Today concerning this event taking place in Kaduna. And right here I'm with, I'd like him to introduce himself for us. What's your name, sir?
My name is Tosin Koka. I'm head of commercials at Pi-Cng Limited, operating the Presidential CNG Initiative.
Okay, now that's good because he's the head of commercials. So the first question will be this: how commercially viable is Pi-Cng? I mean, for Nigerians, for the end users, how commercially viable is CNG?
CNG is commercially viable. It is extremely commercially viable. It is a cheaper fuel. It is a cleaner, and it is definitely better for the environment. In the long run, it will be definitely more commercially viable. Yes, there's an initial upfront cost, but it pays for itself very, very quickly. If you consider things like the cost of converting your vehicle, and compare that to the cost of keeping running on diesel or petrol. I took, for example, I took an Uber in Abuja a couple of weeks ago, and it happened to be a CNG powered
Uber.
CNG powered Uber. And we decided, of course, naturally, I spoke to the driver, and he tells me he spends about 6,000 naira a day refueling.
6,000 naira a day.
Refueling. He refuels twice because he has to refill the cylinder. But his colleagues, his contemporaries, they spend about 25,000 naira per day doing exactly the same business. Okay. So that on its own shows you how much he has much more money in his pocket, and he's doing very well. So if you consider the cost of converting your vehicle.
Yes. Okay, now in real terms, how much does it cost to convert your vehicle to CNG?
It depends very much on the vehicle, the size of the vehicle. There are a lot of different things, and not all vehicles can be converted, but most can. Okay. What you need to be aware of is your vehicle will first come for an assessment. Then they'll look and see what needs to be done to the vehicle to ensure it is fully convertible. If nothing needs to be done, then it's fine. Kits vary. In the market, there are several different types of kits, all good and all regulated by Standards Organization of Nigeria. But it will range from 600, 700,000 naira to 1 million naira.
Okay, now I need to ask you this because this is IPMAN today, and I'm sure you know about IPMAN, the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria. Now, what role do you think IPMAN has to play to ensure that CNG is a huge success in Nigeria? And do you think that IPMAN is credible as an allied partner to ensure your success?
Oh, we definitely we need IPMAN support, and I think they will be an ally. You will be an ally to us. IPMAN can play a significant role. We have the major marketers; they're there, but the independents are the ones who can really take this because you're many and you're several. And if, as an organization, you come together, you believe and align in this, it can help move this further and deeper. The penetration will be much, much deeper. IPMAN are on the ground. They know what's up. They speak to the end user. They're closer to the masses. They're closer to the people. They are, they're not the big multinational, the big IOCs. They're not the big operators. So it's much, much closer to home. So definitely we need IPMAN support, and we will support IPMAN in any way that we can to achieve this.
In terms of support, now IPMAN has been saying that one of the major challenges in ensuring a successful implementation of the CNG in terms of collaborating with the federal government is the issue of financing. Yes. Now, how easy do you think IPMAN members can begin to access the much needed finance to make this CNG a success?
So that is one of my main hats that I wear. Yes. It is to come in and support investors, support members of IPMAN, for example, who are seeking to invest in this. So we have partners. We're talking to a whole bunch of different partners, such as Infracore, Development Bank of Nigeria, BOI, and so many other financing partners to make this possible, make this available. The president himself has insisted, and he's put in this interest rates. He said that we should be looking at single-digit interest rates. Okay. So this is the key thing. Without the financing, the easy or cheaper finance, it's just not going to happen. Or it'll be so hard. And we have to make this thing a success, and we can. The will is there. We just have to, the banks need to also, the commercial banks need to also get on board. And I think I challenge one of the commercial banks, to be the first mover and see how they'll do it. In fact, I challenge them, let us come and show you CNG. Let us do conversions for you, and you will see the benefit of this, and that will help catalyze this industry for the financing at least.
Okay, that's nice. So you know that IPMAN is a credible partner. So what are your last words concerning IPMAN today to members of IPMAN watching this program right now concerning CNG particularly?
Members of IPMAN, do not be afraid. Do not worry. We are here. It is a change of guard, but it's not going to be an overnight change. Okay. We need your support. And you need our support. Yes, sure. We are all together, and we work together. We can make this a success. We look forward to working with you. Reach out to us, and we can help with those introductions or those conversations with those development partners, because financing, we understand, is the key to this. If we don't develop the infrastructure, we can't convert all the millions of cars that we want to convert. So we need to work together.
Thank you. Now that is a wrap. Now the commercial head of the Pi-Cng believes that IPMAN are credible partners, and they are partners in progress to ensure the successful implementation of the Pi-Cng. Now let's go over to the event taking place, and let's listen to some more sights and sounds. Remember, this is IPMAN today. My name is Afam Okone.
Last month, we welcomed an earth-shaking policy of the federal government, when the president directed that all MDAs of the federal government going forward will only be allowed to acquire CNG-enabled vehicles. And I think that's the groundbreaking policy that deserves a round of applause. All of this indicates that the president, working with you, leveraging us, is seeking to change the future of Nigeria. Japan today drives its country on natural gas that it imports from Nigeria, having helped us to develop NLNG. Is it not about time we change the narrative? It's about time we use Nigeria's gas for Nigeria's development.
Of course, this is the part where I hate the most, the part where we have to draw the curtains on today's edition of IPMAN Today. No doubt from all we've heard, IPMAN seems to be, and IPMAN is no doubt the most viable institution for the federal government to work with to ensure the successful implementation of the presidential CNG initiative. Many thanks for staying with us. Remember, the point is the same. The statements from all stakeholders is one and the same. IPMAN has a critical role to play in the successful implementation of the PCNGI. Yes, the presidential CNG initiative has to be an enormous success, and for it to be this success that we all desire it to be, IPMAN is the critical stakeholder that everyone should partner with. Till I come your way again same time next week on IPMAN Today, remember NTA Network continues with the Sublime Broadcasting. My name is Afa Mokone. This is IPMAN Today. This is NTA Network.